Welcome, brothers and sisters. So, yeah, this video is gonna be about Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin, And the first thing that we have to stop saying is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. The first thing we gotta stop saying is Bitcoin, because when you make reference to cryptocurrencies and you say Bitcoin, you really sound ignorant. So we gotta stop. When I hear, it's like if you're sitting in a room with a bunch of educated people and you say Bitcoin, they're gonna look at you like you're retarded, because they're gonna be like, Bitcoin, what is he talking about? Is he talking about Bitcoin? I mean, but it's like a lot of black men, or a lot of men in general, like to make these arguments against Bitcoin, and what they really are trying to say is cryptocurrencies. So that's the first thing, man. But man, it's a crazy thing, man. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, man. I mean, black people are ridiculous with it, man. They don't do their own research. They're not willing to put in that work. So they fail. They will be slaves for the next 500 years because Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Now, I liken Bitcoin to YouTube. I liken Bitcoin to YouTube. YouTube is basically worthless. It's worthless. I mean, the only value that it has is what value we place on it. We find value in it, so it becomes valuable. You can get on YouTube, you can upload your videos, you might be able to make a little money here, a little money there, and it is what it is. But if people don't place value in it, then it has no value. Sort of like the US dollar. It's worthless. The only value that it has is the value that people are willing to place on it. I mean, the dollar is basically worth about zero right now, maybe 4 cents at best. I mean, the value is, the dollar is worthless when you look at, when you consider the fact that you used to be able to buy a whole bag of groceries for $1. Now you can barely, now what can you buy with $1? A pack of bubble gum. And with the taxes, you can't even buy that. So, hey, the value of $1 is worthless. I even had somebody say something. I've heard somebody say something stupid like, well, at least if I got the dollars, I could burn them if I'm cold. So it does have some value. I'm like, damn, well, cryptocurrencies. Think about Facebook. Facebook has no value other than the value that people are willing to place on it. Because people can go on there and they could find old friends, old buddies, old high school crushes and things of that nature. Or they can get on there and talk about themselves. I went on a fishing trip last night. That makes it valuable. It makes it valuable to advertisers because they can target anyone who says I went fishing. Now your information is aggregated, using some weird algorithm that Facebook is using. They're segmenting you into a list of people, and now any advertiser can say, I want a list of people, I want to send my my new fishing reel product, I want to tell everybody about it who may be interested in fishing, and Facebook gets on there, they crunch the numbers, they they type in fishing, whatever, and everybody who's interested in fishing will come up, because people are so dumb and willing to get on there and give them all their information. So, hey, it has no value other than the value that people are willing to place on it. Now, a lot of men have stated that Bitcoin has no value. Bitcoin has no value. Well, when it comes to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, let me not say Bitcoin, because I had a black moment there. When you're making reference to cryptocurrencies, what black people like to refer to as Bitcoin, you have several coins that allow you to have anonymous transactions. Hey, that's some people may perceive that to be valuable. There are countries that don't deal with banks, that don't they don't deal with banks or whatever. And if you want to do business in those countries, Bitcoin might be the perfect option, or cryptocurrency might be the perfect option for you if you want to do business in that country. As long as that country has access to internet, then you might be able to do business in that country using cryptocurrencies. And those cryptocurrencies can be converted into cash. So I don't know about you, but somebody might find that valuable. Now you have it's raining outside, and windshield wipers are so loud. But you have you just have different cryptocurrencies for different things. Now, while black people are sitting around, when black people say Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, what it reminds me of, it reminds me of the whole Y2K situation. Black people heard white people say that, the year 2000, all the computers are gonna shut down, and all the clocks are gonna stop, and your clock is just gonna blow up. And I mean, it's like, damn, well, y'all need to go out there and get you some rations, get you some canned goods, get you stocked up on water. Black people was on it. Black people had their water stocks up. They had everything going, while white people were sitting around like, what? We're going to set ourselves up to be the leaders of the free world for the next 50 years. While black people were running around talking about how, well, it's going to be the end of the world, Y2K. I mean, when the clock hits 12, all the hands on your clocks are just going to just keep spinning. They had some wild conspiracy theories that they were putting out there, and black people took the bait. And this is the same exact thing is happening when it comes to Bitcoin. The same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin. A lot of people like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has value because not only for the anonymous transactions, for the global implications and for the myriad of applications that you men are going to be able to well, not you man, not the black man. The black man will not be taking advantage of Bitcoin or basically blockchain technology. You know, it's not about the Bitcoins. It's about what you can do with them. It's about the blockchain technology. It's about the applications that can be built upon this technology. You know, BGS just put up a video about now doctors want to create their own coins. They want to create their own coins, and basically you'll be able to buy $100, $200 worth of coins, and instead of going down to the doctor and doing that, you'll be able to, if you have like a minor scrape or something, you got the flu, you got something minor that you need to, you need medical attention about, you need some pills, they can push their drugs to you more easily. They can send in your prescription without you even have to come down to the office. Just buy some of them, to those doctor coins. I don't know what they're calling them. As I stated, it's not about the coins themselves. It's about the technology. It's about the blockchain. It's about the applications that will be built on said technology. This is what makes Bitcoin valuable. You can now do business in any country you want. I mean, instead of black people sitting around talking about how they're being gentrified, race this, race that, why don't y'all create your own coin? Create your own coin. Now, it's not a surprise that the government is, they're going crazy over this Bitcoin stuff. They're like, damn, well, before it was just a little fad. Before it was just like, man, that's stupid. Don't worry about that. They wasn't thinking about that. They weren't thinking about no Bitcoin. They didn't think that Bitcoin was actually serious. They didn't take it seriously. And that gave Bitcoin enough time to get a foothold in the minds of the people. Now, everybody and their mother, wants some Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. I gotta stop having these black moments. But everybody wants cryptocurrencies, and there's over 700 or 800 different cryptocurrencies now. Probably many more in the works. What are the applications that are being built? When I put out the videos about Bitcoin, I was only putting those videos out for black men to sell the shovels. Sell the shovels. What applications can black men build on top of this new technology? That was the only thing I was thinking about. I put out videos because I wanted to give brothers a broader perspective. Not necessarily wanted you to invest in Bitcoin itself, but I wanted you to see the bigger implications. Thanks to Ethereum, anybody can create their own coin nowadays. And if you want to talk about applications, we can do that. If there's a powerful application, but it's going to be hard for black men, because black men always want to bring black women into everything they do. This is why they always fail. When men go out hunting, they don't bring a bunch of women with them. When men go out hunting or gathering or conquering of territories, they don't bring a lot of women with them because they got to worry about them. You know, because women are delicate creatures. Ooh, she stepped on a nail. Oh, you know, oh, she broke a nail. Oh, now I gotta stop fighting this war, conquering this territory, or just hunting and gathering food, because I gotta worry about this woman who done broke a nail. You know, this is why black men always fail, because they always have to bring some woman along. But if black men were serious, there's powerful applications that can be built on the blockchain. You know that you brothers could actually have your own coin, and I wouldn't call it the black coin. I mean, but it would be cool. But I hate that black thing, man. That black thing gets on my damn nerves, man. It's like, you know, we are not black people, you know. But that would be cool, man. You brothers could have your own coin. You know, what makes a coin valuable? The applications. You know, the people who are invested in it. You know, the people who are using it to achieve a goal. It becomes valuable. Sell the shovels. You know, a lot of men don't know what sell the shovels means. I mean, they say, what the hell are he talking about? Sell the shovels. Fucking corny motherfucker. Excuse my language. You know, but what does he mean, sell the shovels? Well, you know, selling the shovels is a reference to the old gold prospecting industry. You know, back in the 19 something, 18 something, I don't know. There was what we called a gold rush. Now the people who came looking for gold, you know, most of them didn't make a damn penny. The people who made money were the people who sold the shovels. They sold the shovels, they sold boots, they sold hotel accommodations, they sold hookers and hoes, and they made all the money while everyone else was panning for gold. This is what I say. I mean, this is the reference I'm alluding to when I say sell the shovels. You know, in Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies are the new gold rush. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. You know, as I stated, white people done already told black people that it's a Ponzi scheme. And since black people don't do their own research, they don't think, you know, hey, those white people are going to set themselves up to be the leaders of the free world for the next 50 years. Because, hey, it's a Ponzi scheme. You know, it's a scam. Stay away from Bitcoin. You know, and while black people are scared, waiting for white people to work out all the kinks and the bugs and things of that nature, you know, they're gonna fail. You know, they're gonna fail because it's only the people who take the risk that get the greatest reward. Everyone else will be a slave. Everyone else is gonna be a slave. You know, a slave to the new technology. You know, I mean, black men, there are some powerful applications that you men can build your coins around. Powerful. I'm not even talking about something I'm not even talking about something that other people are doing. I'm talking about something that just you can do. You know, we could discuss these things, but like I said, most black men are not going to get on board. which means that the ones who do get on board are the ones who are going to become the millionaires and the billionaires. I mean, cryptocurrencies actually will give black men total and complete freedom. You know, I'm not going to say complete freedom. I'm just going to say it's going to give your ass a hell of a lot more freedom than you have right now. You know, hell of a lot. Cryptocurrencies, or not cryptocurrencies, the blockchain technology has the power to give you men back all of what you had and more. You know, I'm talking about before you fuckers decided to allow women to lead you. You know, when you men had your own cities, when you had your own towns, when you had your own bus companies and your own stores, and hey, the blockchain has the power to do all of this for you. But are black men gonna do what they need to do? Are black men gonna step up to the plate? Or are they just gonna sit around and talk about how it's a Ponzi scheme? You know, it's a scam. You know, yeah, like I said, it reminds me of the Y2K situation. Black people didn't do nothing their own research. They just seen it on the news. Hey, the news said it. And it's in the bank's best interest to lie to you, to tell you that it's a Ponzi scheme. Why? Because they need you to come into that bank. A bank is a Ponzi scheme. Okay? Banks are Ponzi schemes. They produce nothing. Facebook, Ponzi scheme. It produces nothing. You produce all the content on Facebook. You go to Facebook and give them all of your information. You know? So it's about the value that people place in it. You know, YouTube, Ponzi scheme. You shut up. You know, if you're gonna look at it like that, then you can look at all businesses like that. You know, I could make the argument that all businesses are Ponzi schemes. It's a pyramid scheme, man. It has no value, man. How is it gonna have value? It's about the applications, man. It's about the applications. You ever stop to think that maybe the government was spreading all this? Maybe all these, news outlets and the government and all these. You ever thought that maybe they understand the implications? They understand it. So of course they're going to tell you to sell it. That's a Ponzi scheme. Why? Because they need to control it. Now the government is a Ponzi scheme. Excuse my language. I don't want them coming to look for me, throwing me in no padded room nowhere, but it's a Ponzi scheme. Okay? You know? Ponzi scheme. They produce nothing. How do they make their money? They tax the fuck out of you. Now, when you have something like a cryptocurrency, it makes it very hard for them to tax it because they don't own the currency. So it makes it very hard for us. Now people can choose whatever coins they want to use. The only time they can tax you is when you convert that Bitcoin into cash. Well, the applications, another application that they came up with is a Bitcoin debit card. Now, any place that accepts MasterCard, Visa, you can use your Bitcoin cards at. You know? Ooh, that just cuts out a lot of money. That cuts out a lot of middlemen. Same thing with the banks. They make their money off of fees that they charge you. They don't produce anything. What do banks produce? Nothing. Oh, they give loans and things to people. To who? Black people? Black people ain't getting no loans. You black men ain't getting no loans to start no damn businesses. Are you black men really serious? If black men were really serious, they wouldn't be focused on this racism bullshit. What they would be focused on is each other, you know, and building out those applications that can take back your communities, building your own coins, you know. Of course, the government is going to try to find a way to tax it. They got to find a way to tax it because, hey, without taxing you, they don't exist. This is why these governments are in an uproar, because they see the writing on the wall. They're like, damn, man, this Bitcoin stuff, man, this cryptocurrency is getting out of control, man. People are actually emptying out their 401k plans and putting it into these cryptocurrencies, man. That's costing us. We can't tax that. Of course, I'm not going to tell you not to pay your taxes, but it's very hard. It's very hard. Anonymous transactions. Just imagine if you sell something on the internet, right? And you're using PayPal as your payment processor. Now, PayPal, when you think about the implications, with PayPal, you're selling a product or service, and people and PayPal charges you a percentage, and I think it costs you 50 cents plus a percentage of whatever it is you sell. Percentage of that fee. So they charge you like 2%, 1%, 4%, whatever. I don't know. Y'all go look it up on PayPal. But and it's not a real problem if you sell one item here, one item there. But if you're selling 100,000 items a year and they're charging you $1.30 per transaction, they're making $1.30 per transaction. That's 130 grand that they just made off of you. And you're like, whoa, hey. But with Bitcoin, it's going to be a lot less. Not to mention, now that PayPal has taken out their fees, then you transfer your money from PayPal to your bank account. Now your bank gets to use your money for whatever they want, and they get to charge you fees for it. They get to make money off of your money. It's no wonder that Wells Fargo is coming out and talking about, Bitcoin is it's a Ponzi scheme. They're taking out ads in paper, trying to act like, they really care about their customers, their potential customers. It's a Ponzi. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. Think of the implications. Think of the implications for a business now that you can actually have a card where you can go into thousands of locations that accept Bitcoins. That accept Bitcoin. Hey, you're not paying you're not paying fees. You're not paying a fee to this person, another fee to this person. There is value in Bitcoin. This is the point I'm trying to make. There is value in Bitcoin. But black men, while the entire world is, if there was no value in Bitcoin, Venezuela, I'm not in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrencies. If there was no value in cryptocurrencies, then why does Venezuela have its own Bitcoin? Why does Russia have its own Bitcoin? Why does Saudi Arabia have its own Bitcoin? Why are nations building out their own cryptocurrencies? Why? Why would they do that? Because it's a Ponzi scheme, and the government, they just so stupid. They didn't do their research. They got billions of dollars, and they didn't put they didn't do any feasibility reports. They were like, oh, well, let me. I don't know if this is gonna work out. Let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. It's gonna work out. We don't need to invest into any research. We're talking about governments, okay? You talking about billions of dollars in mining equipment. Now, if y'all think that these countries are just gonna lay down and allow people to dictate things, I mean, normal people don't allow. Only black people just lay down and take it in the ass. You know, black people are the only people who lay down and take it in the ass. These other countries, oh, the government said you can't use Bitcoin, so it's illegal. We're gonna ban it. Is that gonna stop people from using it? There's gonna be wars fought over this. Likely. There's likely to be wars fought over it. Because one country is gonna be like, well, fuck what y'all talking about. We got our shit. We want to do what we want to do. Y'all not our daddy. Y'all can't tell it, oh, sanction. We're going to sanction y'all because you don't want to go with the status quo. Then there's going to be some other man. I mean, whatever they create, wherever they try to block somebody else, somebody else is going to innovate their way into getting around the rules. Because that's how men think. Men don't see a lion or whatever, a deer in the woods and be like, I my family got to eat, but I ain't going, I just ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. No, they're going to innovate. Like, I know it's far away and, but I'm going to have to sneak up on it. I'm going to have to go down this. What if I cut down here? If I step in this water and smear some dirt on myself, it won't be able to smell me or something. That's a bad analogy, but damn, y'all get the point. Only black men will lay down and take it in the ass, which it's convincing. It convinces me that black people will forever be slaves. Black people will forever be slaves. That's because black men don't know their roles as men. They hang out with women. They allow women to fucking inject themselves into their movements. Black men, do you understand that you're not allowed to have any male-only spaces? You understand that there's always going to be a woman that comes out of nowhere and her job is to bust up the shifero. Her job is to cause confusion. As I stated, when men go out and hunt, they don't take a bunch of women with them. No one does that. Only black men do that. Only black men allow women, because women don't know their roles. They think their role, if black men are doing something, we supposed to be doing it too. If black men get shot, we need to go out there and march for them. No, you need to sit your fucking goofy ass down. Play your fucking position. Play your fucking role. Your role ain't to be in the middle of the fucking struggle. It's the problem. Oh, black men didn't let us go out there and get dogs sicked on us and water hoses sprayed on us. Black men didn't allow us to do that back in the 60s and the 50s. And, black men didn't want us to do that. They ain't right. They were trying to control us because they didn't want us to go out there and get the dogs sicked on us. And I want equality. Men just don't get it, man. Anyway, like I said, brothers, stop saying Bitcoin, number one, and stop saying that it's a Ponzi scheme. Think of the greater implications. If y'all want to talk about what can be done, then hey, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. But I really wish men would not say anything. Like I said, it's sort of like being an individual. It's sort of like being individualistic. Now, it's cool for you to be individualistic, but it's not cool for you to want everybody else to be individualistic. That's stupid. You know, there has to be some group collective thinking. You know, black men. Black men gonna fucking feel sorry for the black woman, wanna let her in his movements. He's gonna be destroyed. He gets what you deserve, black man. Don't shoot the messenger. Save your feelings for somebody else's channel. On that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.